got out of a long-term relationship that lasted about 7 years, almost about a year ago. And after that relationship, wanting to fix the dating area of my life was always like in the back of my mind, you know? And I would try to find ways to kind of prepare myself for that in a way. So I'm like, okay, well, I want to date, but first I have to make sure that I get in better shape, right? Or I have to make sure that I'm making a certain amount of money. Or I have to do A, B, and C first, and then I'll feel good enough to put myself out there. You know, the months would pass, and I wouldn't make progress in that area of my life. And then I went down the rabbit hole of watching YouTube videos on how to attract women or how to express myself more authentically, and that's great. That's all good stuff because it makes me more like aware, self-aware, and a lot of it has helped me. But ultimately, it was just like I wasn't allowing myself to feel like I deserved a positive and fulfilling romantic relationship in my life. And I really had to be just, well, real with myself, kind of just accept that I wanted to seek some guidance, some mentorship in that area of my life. You know, it was just time. I've let too much time pass. First of all, I was surprised to see as many women as I saw here. I had, you know, the idea that it was just going to be all guys, and that it was going to deal just more directly with dating, and that I was pleasantly surprised when I found out how much it goes into other aspects, you know, of how you treat yourself, what you say to yourself. That was a pleasant surprise, and I think one of the biggest takeaways for me was making peace with the fact that, you know, growth can only happen through discomfort because you're taking new action, you know, and it's only through new action that you're able to learn to take new, to get new takeaways from different lessons, you know. This weekend, it kind of surprised me to see that, you know, we have these stories going on in our heads about how something might turn out. And during one of the exercises outside, I wasn't as intimidated to do some of the things like the high fives and the friendly greetings and things like that are easier. And I'm like, oh, this is gonna turn out great, you know, this is gonna be fun. And so even though I was nervous, I would do it, and then they weren't going that great, and it was kind of like, all right, whatever, you know, it's kind of weird, but I was just asking for a restaurant recommendation. Then when there was a situation where I was a little bit more intimidated, and I approached a girl that I was, you know, very attracted to, and, you know, I was like stumbling over my words a little bit, but she responded very well. And then it happened again later with a different woman, and you know, that's when I realized, I'm like, you know what, you can think all you want, you can have that story playing in your head, but you never really know how it's going to turn out. And so I feel like, in general, that's going to be a huge lesson to take away this weekend. Also, I'm very grateful to have seen so many people also step outside of their comfort zone. That was really inspiring to me as well, you know, because obviously the energy in this room was, you know, off the charts. It's very contagious. And I realized that afterwards, I do want to have an accountability program, and I've already set one up, even though that I'm aware that it's kind of like, all right, well, yeah, you know, it's seminar weekend and I'm flying high, and I was afraid before of like the drop-off, you know, afterwards when you go back, and it's easy to go back into your old habits and patterns and routines. I'm walking away much more confident now than I have before, because I've been to different seminars in the past, self-development stuff, and it's so easy to like just fall off, and, you know, we saw the charts, doing it by yourself, you know, and that's another big lesson actually that I took away. It's like you have to seek out other people that are trying to get similar results to what you want to get. Oh yeah, definitely. I've been to different seminars before. What I can say is that with Dr. Aziz, it's everything. It's a team. Right away you feel accepted. They promote a really non-judgmental environment, and there's no fluff. You know, there's no hype. There's no sensationalism with Dr. Aziz. You know, everything that you get out of him is like, it's just top quality stuff, man. Like, he's really just squeezing all the juice out of that lemon, and it's great. That's something that I really appreciated with the seminar, because I've been to other self-development seminars where it's like, it's almost like they're trying to like just hype you up and get you into that like energetic state where it's like, it has its place, of course, and we did that throughout this seminar, but it's almost kind of gimmicky in other experiences that I've had. And here, I feel like everything was done at the right time and for the right reasons. For anybody that's thinking about it, kind of on the fence, and they're not sure if they want to do it or not, they're kind of scared, which is totally normal. It's an intimidating thing to put yourself out there and experience something new and be vulnerable. And I saw that here. I saw a lot of people that were scared at first. They weren't as willing to be as open and vulnerable, and throughout the experience to see them open up more and more and see them get the benefits from that, and see them kind of just, stand a little bit taller or just be more real. Not only is it inspiring, but it's all like a result of the environment that you guys have created here. And so I would highly recommend it. There's no fluff. It's a lot of fun. I made a lot of friends. My accountability partners are people that I didn't know before this weekend. So it's not just sitting down in a room and taking notes. It's very experiential. And yeah, it's an experience I'll never forget, for sure.